There was a noise back there, more or less in this position here. Then we felt the light passing by. The light passed here between us, everyone lying down. We felt the light passing and going up the whole hill here. There were 2 shock waves that we experienced.
We are here at a spot. We're going to take a trail in a little while, and we'll get to the place where the scouts were camping and where Tullio Nani saw an object, right, falling here on a nearby hill, right? I'm here with Saga. Saga ended up hypnotizing Tullio. It was really cool. It brought some new and very enlightening information, which actually matches what we already knew about the case. And Loro, come here, Loro. Loro is from Cláudio. He lives here, right, from the case, Cláudio as well. So we're here in this group of 4 or 5 people, right? Arthur is filming, so now we're going to check out this place. So guys, this is the place where the scouts were camping. So the boys stayed over there and the leaders were down here, right?
The leaders were a bit further down here. There was a wolf apple tree at the time where we set up a tarp so we could sleep on the ground. And this here is the Serra da Capela Velha.
Yeah, this is the mountain range, and the object fell behind it, right? This one we're showing, the object fell behind it, and here is Capela Velha.
I was lying down about here where we were, messing with the camera, looking at the photos from the day. There was a noise back there, about in this position here. I saw a cylinder on fire, blue, green, and white. Music falling behind that mountain range where it fell. We noticed 2 flashes and a slight tremor. About 2 hours later, we heard something coming down the mountain, breaking through bushes and making strange noises. Then there was the flash, which I mentioned in my statement, that lit up everything. This whole forest became bright. You could even see the tree trunks. Then we felt the light passing by. The light passed right here between us, everyone lying down. We felt the light passing and it went up the whole mountain here. There were 2 shock waves that we experienced.
Music kind of like it was scanning. Yeah, like...
At first I didn't say it was a scan. I said I thought it was a shock wave, but if a shock wave came from behind, it would have gone up and not followed along the ground. Really, yeah, now that you mention it, it really does seem like it, like a scan. 2 times, 2 scanning waves of green light, and 2 hours later a noise started breaking through the bushes. There, some object came down. The noise came down in the middle of those woods over there. Look this way. Where did it stop? It stopped in a swamp, or what is now even a small pond down there. When we got there, there was some movement, the grass was disturbed, and there was a sign that it went down toward the stream. Music.
So we're going to head over to that swamp now, and he's going to show us the spot where the trail was left, right? Something that came down the hill and made that trail, right? And who else went to that place?
Music. I think it was me and Antonio at the time. We got even closer there. Then we decided it was better to leave it alone and pack up our things to go, because we're kind of tired. Let's go. Music. We made it this far. At that time, this bamboo patch was smaller. That's when we could see the sign on the ground and the movement in the swampy area. There, from the object, the thing, I don't know what it is, up until now. In the direction of that bigger tree over there, in that clearing, from what I remember. It seems like the mark ran from there to here in this area, where today there's this little pond. In the past, this pond was more overgrown, covered with weeds and vegetation. When we got here, from up there, you could see that the water and the plants had been really stirred up, and it was clear that something had gone down toward the stream below. Then we decided it was better to leave and go away, because we were already kind of uneasy about what was happening.
Music. Look, he even said it was like this, right? It was a straight line from the hill to where the object fell, right? So it was about, you said 80 or 90 centimeters wide, right? Where that mark appeared, right?
Music. The mark seemed to be about 30 centimeters wide, and from the mark, it looked like it was something spherical. That's what we could observe.
Music, it would be a little bigger.
Right? It would be slightly bigger since the sphere's contact point isn't its full diameter, right?
Music. It only touches a part, and then it came down to here, and from here, there was a disturbed trace going to the right. Look, music. By then, they were scared, staying under the mango tree, right? Yeah.
Tree, yeah, by the mango tree, and we decided to leave.
Music. And then they decided, let's go because things are getting weird.
Yeah, it's weird. It wasn't normal. For a few days, we were really suspicious about what was happening.
Music. After those days, right after all that happened, was there any news article, anything like that? Did anyone come around here?
Music. Yes, there was. I saw it on TV Alterosa, which is from SBT here in the region. There were reports from people in a neighboring town who saw this flash and this object too. And since I work with topography, we came across people from the fire department riding horses around the area on a farm we were surveying on the border between Cláudio and Itaguara. Then we even asked what they were doing, and they said that it seemed like a meteorite had fallen or something, and they were checking out the area. That's what happened, as far as I remember from that time.
Music. So there's this additional information about this case, which is interesting. So there must have been some news coverage on SBT, right? On TV Alterosa, and there were, he thinks it was firefighters, right? With horses doing some monitoring, searching for something that might have fallen here. So some people from Itaguara, from Cláudio, found out about this event in October 2008.